Hello, it's Gaetano, and I'm out here in my garage working out. I'm on my stationary bike right now, and I was thinking about that debate last night. Harris did look pretty good, um, but I do have to say, Pence carried himself well. He's a professional. He's a politician. That's something that Donald Trump is not. But there was a fly on him, which is an indication of something, don't you think? But anyway, I thought Harris carried herself well. They both talked about the virus, and they keep talking about a vaccine that's coming out, but it's going to take time. And I kind of agree with Harris. Please listen to Fauci, the scientists, the professionals, because this virus has to be tested. There can be major side effects that can be very harmful to you. The virus may attack the vaccine may attack the virus, but it can also do harmful things to you. So it has to be tested. It has to be researched and considered safe to take. So it's just not going to happen immediately, people. So you got to continue to be safe. And look what happened with the White House. There's 18 people inside the White House with the virus. It's almost like I'm going to go the other way because this bike makes a lot of noise when you go that way. The White House, there's a lot of people that have it. 18 Republicans in the White House. Chris Christie has it and Trump has it. It's almost like genocide by stupidity. They were stupid. Bravado. Hey, we're going to be all right. There's no big deal, Play it down. Well, 210,000 people dying in this country, the worst in the world, in fighting the virus. That's not too good. And, and now Trump is acting like, I'm beating it. I beat the virus, so I'm going to beat Biden. And it's nothing to worry about. Don't be afraid of it. Yeah, right. If I get the virus, you think there's going to be a helicopter that picks me up, brings me to a top medical center, gives me 24 hours of service around the clock of the latest drugs and steroids. And something, he still may have the virus. And I don't blame them to decide that the debate should be virtual. But he speaks up and goes, oh, no, if it's virtual, I'm not doing it. Well, if you have the virus, it's got to be virtual. And if I were Biden, I would come out and say that if you're testing positive, we shouldn't meet. And you shouldn't expose your staff. A president moves around with an entourage of staff and protection and security. Why expose all of them to that? I think that's awfully selfish and inconsiderate. But that's Donald Trump. And sometimes I come up with these ideas of my own. I think that somebody should make a movie. You ever see the Christmas Carol? They should have a movie where Donald Trump gets visited by 3 ghosts. It starts out, though, maybe 4 ghosts. It'll start out with Ruth Ginsburg coming to him, saying, Donald, you're going to get visited by 3 spirits. And they are going to give you a lesson that you really do need to have. And you're in a rush to replace me and dominate the Supreme Court. But something? Faith is not letting that happen. You're sick now with the virus, and now you're going to have this dream, my friend. And she leaves, right? Well, the first spirit up, John McCain. And Donald Trump experienced being a prisoner of war. He experienced being tortured. He experienced having his shoulders disabled for the rest of his life. He wakes up in excruciating pain going, oh my God, this man suffered like this, and yet he went on to be a leader and help this country and dedicate himself to a better America. He says, oh my God, what pain, wow. And then he goes back to sleep. Then the next spirit comes, John Lewis. And Donald Trump experiences fighting for a cause that he knows is right and he believes is right, but yet he gets beaten. He gets cracked in the head. He ends up in jail. He's in a jail cell going, oh my God, what this man went through, fighting for what's right and being beaten and being thrown in jail. Oh my God. And he experiences that. And then the final spirit, George Floyd. Donald Trump experienced police brutality. He experiences a knee to his neck. He experiences the pain. He's screaming, as George Floyd did. And his breath gets harder. And he's going, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And he wakes up saying, "I can't breathe." And he goes, "Oh my God." And, then Ruth Ginsburg comes back and says, "Donald, you are going to be the most hated person on the face of this earth. You're going to be despised by millions of people unless you change and say the right things. And maybe you should start by holding off with a selection for the Supreme Court and put it on hold." But anyway, Donald, you've had your dreams. Maybe you can learn from them. Anyway, I think you would make a nice movie. I've written some songs. Maybe they can throw them in the soundtrack. I have written a lot of songs since this pandemic started back in March. It's almost like a history of what's going on. I watch the news and pop a song on, and there'll be a song up after this little video that I'm making for you. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm having a good time. I'm working out in the garage. But anyway, besides my movie idea, the next debate, I think, should be virtual and not give anybody any chance. And I think one of the questions should be his relationship with the Russians, because I think that Donald Trump and Putin are kind of tight. I think they kind of, and Trump has a lot of respect for him. He's a dictator. Of course Trump has respect for him because that's what Trump wants to be. He's a wannabe Putin. And I think that there's something going on between him and Donald Trump, between Putin and Trump, that needs to be looked at. He's really negative about China. And actually, I think China had some very sagacious people. I mean, they had some wisdom over there. That's what sagacious means, Donald. Don't run and get the dictionary. And I want to share with you some of the proverbs that were that I wrote down from China. If you don't do stupid things, you won't end up in tragedy. Hey, it's pretty stupid not to wear a mask, to have events that could be probably spreading this virus, and that was a stupid thing that he did. Blessings come in disguise. I don't want to say that this virus is a blessing, but for every negative, there is a positive. And there's one positive here, is that we recognize that our president cannot deal with a crisis. He totally botched this. He knew about the seriousness of it, and he tried to hide it under the carpet so it wouldn't affect his reelection. Because, he felt things were going good. But things were not really going that good. He built a lot of things on weak and shifting sand. He was an aggressive man, came on and made these changes, and he changed whatever he could, where he could. But I don't think he built a good foundation. I think there's going to be an after effect. And just like the drug for the virus, there's going to be side effects of his leadership. And I have a funny feeling if he got 8 years in there, the side effects would be so much that it would be such a big hill and tough to climb and heal. So I think there are some blessings here that we saw how he dealt with a crisis. And this next one kind of ties in with that. It says, if small holes aren't fixed, then bigger holes will bring hardship. We got to stop this small hole right now, because 4 years is enough. One term, not two. Then the next one, disaster comes from careless talk. That's a Chinese proverb, and boy, that guy does talk careless. He tweets careless. He does a lot of careless things, and disaster comes from that. And the last one I had written down here, every step makes a footprint. And the footprint that he's leaving is the worst president in our history. He's probably, right at the moment, the most despised man on the face of the earth. And he needs to lose the next election. And Biden and his team need to take over. And it's almost like they're in a fight. And they are in a fight, but it looks like Donald Trump's in a fight. And he's in the 7th round. And in the 7th round, he got hit with a blow of catching the virus. And now we've got a 10-round fight. We've got the 8th, 9th, and 10th. And I think his rejection of the next debate will probably make him lose the 8th round. And the 9th round, if there is a debate, he's going to lose that. And then the last round, he will lose the presidency. And we will be seeing Joe Biden. He may be old, but he is sagacious. And he has a team, and he listens to experts. People, if you want to have a safe America, and if you want to get on the road to a better America, You got to vote Biden-Harris in 2020. That's it. Over and out. And please stay safe. Do things and wear your mask if you go out. Don't be a fool. Take care. Bye now.